Has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the New Orleans Saints. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. Little Wady. System, Mike. No chance.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. It's caught, Smith.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is what every back in the league is supposed to do, exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen? Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there, and that's exactly what happened on that play.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
50. Wide, 80. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the slant. Kill. Alert.
Brady now on 1st down. That's out to his running back, Michelle. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
At the 12-yard line.
Wait, set. 180. Alert. 22 jet bomber. Watch twist. 72.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Check. 25. Bravo. Check 25. Watch the ship. 72. Watch the ship. Check 3. Right 28.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Dorsett making the catch. And he's brought down after a very nice game. That's good for 28 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he's gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Showing it. Check 50. Alpha.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Brady under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Demario Davis gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6. Let's go! Hey, Alabama.
Shotgun now for Brady. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They do go for it. It's Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. The run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, Alabama. Tighten up. Chance. Check motion. Ball 50.
Brady gives to Michelle. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
General West. Wide. Get wide. Hey, Delta. Hey, 66.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Got his man. That's Harry. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 9. Go Bandit. Motion, I got one. Mike's 47. Mike's 46.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On first down, Michel. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Brady's throw there complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White, 36 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he cuts right up. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
Well, I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. There's Breeze. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. He may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to... Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Dorsett on the return. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
On 2nd and a yard, Brady, he's got him in, complete. It's Julian Edelman. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, exit. Under 10. 10. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Hey, he's coming to you. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey.
From the gun, it's Brady. Dorsett's got it. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett, 37 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Throwing on second and long. Breeze, and he's going to go down again. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Now Breeze on the bootleg. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here's Dorsett. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense just playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. And it's Michel once again. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Regular. Hey, box truck. 56. I'll get him. Check.
From the gun, Brady. Complete to Dorsett. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30.
Shadow! 56 is the mic. All right. Hey, go 66.
This is Michel on the counter. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Wait, 20! Let's go on. No, 66. You gonna get this? Choke.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 18.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
50. Check 56. I'm coming. Mike's 56. Man, 72.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. This is White on the screen. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here, and just load up for it and see what happens.
Wait, set. Round 80. 56. Yo. Hey, alert 3. Alpha.
Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Pull it high. I'm coming after you. Hey, watch it. Go, Bandit.
Michelle going to try again. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Let's get in there.
Here's Breeze to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Deron Harmon right there on the coverage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Breeze. And that will be incomplete.
Intended for Michael Thomas. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They do go for it. It's Breeze. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Mike 54. Hey, here I come. Ozzy. Buzz. 53's in now.
On first down, Brady. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. picked off by Eli Apple. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by